I just came to say hello.
This is Friar Rick, Director of FrancisCorps.
I am Sister Karen Crook, a co-minister of FrancisCorps.
My name is Jordan Differding. I'm currently the assistant. I was a volunteer now 2 years ago down in Costa Rica, where I worked in the school for blind, deaf, and mentally challenged students.
My name is Luke Morgan. I'm with FC13 in Syracuse. I'm originally from Lexington, Kentucky. Graduated from Eastern Kentucky University. This year I worked at the Assumption Food Pantry and at Franciscan Northside Ministries. I was the assistant outreach coordinator.
Carrie, hi. I am FC13. Woo! I'm originally from Farmington, Connecticut. I went to Catholic University, and this year I worked at Bishop Forey Foundation as a pre-K teacher and an after-school youth mentor.
My name is Rebecca Pearson, and I was a volunteer at Vincent House. I'm from Cincinnati, and I went to the University of Dayton.
My name is Caitlin Mullen, and I'm from South Beach, New York. I went to Fairfield University, and I worked at Northside CYO with the elementary and teen refugee programs.
Hello there. My name is Gina. T stands for Tyler. Didio. My work site was L'Arche, Syracuse. I'm from Skaneateles, New York, and I went to Lemoyne College, so I'm the local faction of FC13.
My name is Julianne Reese. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and this year I was involved in refugee resettlement and Asian apostolate.
FrancisCorps is an experience. It's an experience of living in community, serving the poor, and discovering yourself through the eyes and through the experience of Francis and Claire of Assisi.
It's a learning experience, but it's wonderful.
FrancisCorps is unique because it also combines a year of service with a year of community, one that's more concentrated on prayer and community buildings. It's a whole year to actually have outward action, learn more about yourself interiorly by doing more exteriorly, outside of yourself, to be more giving. And because of that, it's a wonderful program that allows us to grow in self-knowledge and knowledge of God.
FrancisCorps to me was all about getting out of my comfort zone.
School often teaches us the answers to a lot of questions. FrancisCorps helps us to formulate the questions. Why is life the way it is?
Our main purpose is to serve directly to the poor, but with FrancisCorps it also means to help the individual himself or herself grow in their own way. Yes, we strive to help everyone else, but I think a lot of what and who we are come from within, and we got to find that as well. And I think FrancisCorps is unique in that way, that we not only focus on the ministry sites, but we also focus on the individual person as well, and trying to give them whatever resources and tools that they need for their life after FrancisCorps.
FrancisCorps puts a strong emphasis on community and the people that you live with, as well as the worksite experience and the service you do.
Being community, I don't know what I would have done this year without a community.
I think if you took me 1 year ago, maybe like 2 weeks until FrancisCorps, and you said, oh, by the way, here are some experiences that you'll be having this year, I would have been like, false. That's not me, that's not who I am, that's not what I do. It's way too much.
This year will change you if you let it, and I think that's a good thing.
I mean, whether you know what you want to do with your life or not, and no matter what you want to do, a year of service will change your life, and I honestly believe it would change it for the better, because it changes your entire perspective. Like, you could if your life dream is to be a CEO of some big company, and you do a year of service, that's going to change the entire way you do business.
I would say, really and truly for me, the past year has been about discovering a lot more about who I am and the person that I want to aspire to be. I know that as far as when I came here, I was I was in a different state of mind than where I am now. I was a lot more closed-minded about some things. Even though I thought I was very open-minded, I discovered still pretty closed-minded, and I just didn't maybe have a lot of experience. So
I think that's one of the biggest things that I learned last year, is that until I opened myself up to my community, that it was hard, but as soon as I opened my heart and my soul to them, that it made life so much better. There's days I would come home and it would be hard, but knowing that they were there for me was great. And I was vulnerable. I cried, I laughed, everything in front of them. But just to be open to that and not be scared of pushing yourself.
FrancisCorps has allowed me to stretch my spirituality in a sense and kind of stand on my own 2 feet.
FrancisCorps allows you to ask the hard questions. It doesn't skip over any of the difficult parts. It allows you to get to know who you are and who you want to be in your life. FrancisCorps gives you the opportunities to build on that.
I learned just to be more open and accepting of others, no matter what you would have thought of them before you came there, or like what background you have versus what background they have. That I learned a lot from people that I didn't think that I would learn from. The kids at my work site, their parents, the people I worked with, people I volunteered with at FrancisCorps.
It's something that I never thought would happen to me, or to think that I actually have something in common with, I don't know, a Burmese woman that was born and raised in like the jungles of Thailand. Like what do I have to bring to her, or what does she have to bring to me, or like where is our middle ground or a common ground? But we somehow find that in our humanity, and that's been pretty eye-opening.
You're gonna give and give, and it's gonna seem frustrating at times, but through it all, you're gonna get so much more than you can ever imagine from it.
Step outside of what you know and get that experience in doing something new and challenge yourself, because you'll definitely grow, and I definitely have.
You always have to think on your feet, because you never know who will come into the office, or who will, what people will ask, or what they'll need from you.
Support each other and live like a family.
Don't take yourself too seriously, and be open to that change. Take a step out of the comfort zone, push yourself.
You just have to stand back and laugh and just know that God is good and humanity is good, and we just gotta keep trucking through it.
Bring with you your sense of humor, a willingness to work. I think you got to be able to pitch in and participate. And I think another thing is an open attitude, a willingness to join the adventure.
Have patience, whether it's with yourself, your community, or your work site. There's going to be some pretty trying times along the way, but let it affect you. Take it all in. It's okay to get angry or cry about it. It's what's going to help you grow, and you're going to be able to use these experiences to help other people in your future.
Grab hold of every single opportunity you have.
Have fun, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and be silly.
Like the 13th, those were some of the best nights that I've had in FrancisCorps. Just our community being ridiculous and silly. So the 13th nights, since we were FC13, we decided that we were going to make the 13th a celebration every month. And so we'd have themes for them.
Go with it. Be open to whatever comes your way, because if it's coming to you, it's there for a reason.